Hey listeners, this is episode 21 and I, Tanya, welcome you all back to another Saturday evening to another episode of our series 40 Days of Relationship. And today's episode is all about unity and how we can bring it back to our life. Before moving into the episode today, let me tell you, God, our Father, our parent, He enjoys watching His children get along with each other. Being united in love of God, this is something He wants all of us to practice in our life. There are four ideas He wants to convey us so that we can be united in this life. Starting with the first one, God says, I want unity, not uniformity. For the sake of unity, we must never let differences divide us. Now, see what we think in our mind unity as homogeneous unity, but for God, unity is simply unity. There is no element of heterogeneousness or homogeneousness to it. He wants everybody to be together in love of God, and that is what unity is to Him. We think that we come from different countries, different cities, different race, different background, different culture, different traditions, and so on and so forth. Then how can we be united? That is what he trying to convey us. He doesn't want uniformity. He want with those little differences, with those nuances, when we embrace, when we respect each other, those differences makes us more beautiful. Therefore he talks about unity and not uniformity. I hope you understand that. And that is why in our beautiful country India we say unity in diversity. Moving to the next point, we are no perfect people. Now God, He hate perfections. He love imperfections. He say, I love you the most when you are imperfect the most. When somebody worships Him with love but with imperfection, that is far better than ingenuineness but with a lot of perfection. So when you realize the simple understanding that don't try to be perfect but try to be genuine, then we quit pretending and start admitting our imperfections and come near to God. He loves us more that day. The third point is about encouraging people and not criticizing them. See, it's always easier to stand on the sidelines and take shots over those who are serving, contributing, and taking the effort. It's very easy to say you could have done better, but it's very difficult to appreciate and applaud people, and that is what God wants from us. He wants us not to criticize, not to compare, and not to judge each other because you don't know the situation and circumstances of everybody. And the last point of is not to listen to gossip. Now, spreading gossip as per Bible is a sin, but being present in the moment, in the space where it is taking place and mere listening to it is even bigger sin. God says either you should have the courage to stand and say, stop it, or you can immediately leave the place and don't be a party to it. Don't be a member where gossip or any sort of criticization is taking place. It's very easy to be a party, to be a silent party, but it's very difficult when it comes to defend it, when it comes to raise your voice against it. So simply being a silent party and saying, I did not speak a word, then you should have. That's what made a difference in the gathering. So either you leave it or you raise a point to it. With this, we come to the last, and I would share a very beautiful quote I have found out from, it's by Emma Bombach. When I stand before God at the end of my life, I would hope that I would not have a single bit of talent left and could say, I used everything you gave to me. On that note, keep believing, keep having faith, and always try to be happy in life until we meet in our next episode. Take care. Bye bye.